So here we go with another You Only Get One Life, where the first life lost means game over. This time we're playing Chuckie Egg, written by Nigel Alderton and released by A&F Software in 1983. As you can see, it's a fairly standard platformer with the usual ladders, platforms, holes and enemies, but it's the unique setting and the smooth and fast controls that make it such a good game. You play Henhouse Harry, the tubby fella in a big hat, and you need to collect 12 eggs on each screen within a set time limit that's shown in the top right. You can also collect piles of seed to get a points boost and to stop the timer temporarily, but the hens will eat the seed if you don't get to it first. But luckily, for a big bloke, Harry's surprisingly nimble, zipping from platform to platform and up and down ladders. This is another game that I played quite a bit over the years, and if I remember rightly, I usually struggle around level 3's moving platforms, but let's see how far I can get. There are 8 unique levels, and you have to play through them multiple times with different enemies to get to the end, though to be honest I'm not sure if there actually is an end, it might just loop around. Why is there a big duck in a cage, you might ask yourself? We'll get to stage 9 and you'll find out that she's a very angry duck, and she chases you all over the hen house. But I can pretty much guarantee we won't be trouble in that level on this one life game. A couple of years after this game was released, there was a sequel, but for Chuckie Egg 2, the game morphed into more of a Jet Set Willy kind of affair, where you had to run around an Easter egg factory collecting items and completing tasks. Maybe I'll play that at some point too, because it does look quite fun. One of the best things about Chuckie Egg is that you don't die if you fall from a height, unless you fall into a hole at the bottom platform, that is. Now these are the moving platforms I mentioned earlier. Completing this level with multiple lives is usually fairly straightforward, but I'm a bit concerned I'm going to fall off one and into one of those pits, so I do need to tread carefully. For 1983, I think the graphics are really good, with nice colour and decent animation for the hens. There's some inevitable colour clash, but it's kept to a minimum. But what is a letdown though is Harry's animation. The little guy's got a lot of character for such few pixels, but it's a shame that his little stick arms and stick legs make him look like an extra from the Ministry of Silly Walks. I know the specky version of Chuckie Egg is never at the top of the list of the best versions of the game, and to be honest, I probably played it more on the Beeb myself, whose keyboard was more suited to the type of game. But the spec is the original version, and was a really playable base for the other systems to work from, so it probably isn't a surprise. And Nigel Alderton was only 16 when he started working on the game, and he went on to work on 2 great arcade conversions for Elite, Commando and Ghost and Goblins. Though his name is also attached to one of the Street Hawk games, so his record isn't spotless. Right, just one more egg and I've passed the level where I expected to lose my life. Alright, level 4, bring it on. Get out of my way, chicken. Oh!